I keep it 100, like Borden. In the streets, but especially when recording.
Twix.
Yeah, man, we recording?
We're live, bro.
Okay, you didn't even give me no no
Flag.
word or nothing, guy.
Yeah, straight. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Natural.
Peace to the gods and the earths. Peace to man, woman, and child. I come in the name of understanding righteous Allah,
Okay.
aka Bamboo Twigs. You know what I'm saying?
So that's your new name? Understanding Righteous?
Understanding righteous Allah. Yeah, brother, that's my righteous name. You know what I'm saying?
Your righteous name.
Which is like more so like my real name. Like I don't even really be fucking with my like, you know, when I go to work and stuff like that, they still be calling me like a few people be calling me by my honorable name, which is Brendan. You know what I'm saying? But however, just because like sometimes certain people's brains or minds are not ready to comprehend certain things. You know what I mean? And certain times you just gotta like pick and choose. Sometimes like who you have certain conversations with because you know, people's mind ain't ready for that. You know what I mean? If some motherfuckers didn't even like. I'm not for drinking coffee, but some motherfuckers didn't drink their coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They still gotta wake up type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's like, you know, but understanding right, Allah. Now, this is my brother. You know what I mean? Also, my barber. You know what I'm saying?
Young Clips.
Young Clips, you know what I'm saying? Full effect, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, like I'm a little more acquainted with this brother. So I'll tell him, yeah, like I'm understanding righteous Allah. That's my righteous name from the 5% Nation.
Facts.
Or you are Allah. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You are Allah for short. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Peace to my brother, original
Facts.
self, Allah. You know what I'm saying? For giving me that.
So, all right. So let's give everybody an understanding. So my boy, you're part of the 5% Nation.
Yeah. True indeed.
If you could give like a
Facts.
quick synopsis, just a quick, not too long, just a quick understanding of what is a 5% Nation? What is that?
Well, I mean, it's basically what it is. It's a culture that was started by a man named Allah in Harlem, which we call Mecca. And we study the science of everything in life, right? We use something that's called supreme mathematics, which is like a number system to break down and have an understanding of our day-to-day life and how everything is created in the universe. And we see the black man as being the original man, black, brown, and yellow, also half original, like which is what I would be. You know what I mean? I'm half original because my mother's white and my father's brown. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, right? We don't bear witness to a mystery God, which is what like most would call like a Holy Spirit or any type of like spirit outside of ourselves, like any type of ghost or spirit. We don't we don't subscribe to, and we don't even subscribe to the idea of belief in general. Everything has to do with knowledge, right? So that's why like we refer to ourselves like our black, brown, yellow, half original man.
Yeah.
We refer to him as God if he has the knowledge of himself. It's not just anybody that's called God. You know what I'm saying? And we call our woman the earth because like she's the manifestation of the knowledge of the mind. So she's more representing the physical aspect because, you know, once you put your divine seed in her into the earth, once you plant your seed in the earth, right? That's how life grows. You know what I'm saying? And the earth is like pretty much like the highest standard when it comes to nature, right? So that's why we look at our black woman as the earth. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we basically are all throughout pop culture, like the Wu-Tang Clan, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean? Nas has mentioned it in his bars. Jay-Z had our flag, the universal flag chain on in his Breakfast Club interview. So we're all throughout pop culture. We're well known. Like you could say that hip hop, if it wasn't for us, there would be no hip hop. Period. Like if it wasn't for the gods, there'd be no hip hop. So
Why? The gods are the ones who started hip hop?
Basically, like we was there on like the early days, right? To make sure that the shit went smoothly, right? Like even what's his name, DJ Cool Herc.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he was actually studying the lessons, but he was definitely like super affiliated with the gods, and they was like watching his back. You know what I'm saying? Like at the parties and whatnot, making sure he was all right. And just the fact of like the b-boy stance, that's standing on your square. You know how they all say peace, right? In hip hop, people say peace. Like back, like in the early days, the 80s, 90s, peace, that came from us. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact of like, you know, knowledge of self, having knowledge, like, you know, KRS-One, Public Enemy, all these guys, like they got the knowledge. Where do you think they're getting all this knowledge stuff from?
KRS-One is 5%er?
He is definitely, he's not exactly an official 5%er, but he's definitely like, I think studied the lessons at one point, and he's like super like tapped in with the gods. You know what I'm saying? But definitely you could say Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, AZ, certain members of the Wu-Tang, like a lot of the like members of the Wu-Tang started off as 5%ers, and that's how they got hot, right? They got hot using all the 5%er slang, talking the supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets, 120 lessons all up in their music, right? And then later on, some of them became Muslims, you know what I mean? Nothing against them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them ain't God no more, but they say, you know, you was never God. Like, if you say you was God, then next day you're in the church praying to Jesus, then you was never God. You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah.
2 questions.
Talk to me nice.
Do you consider yourself black?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
My second question
100%.
is, so you guys consider yourselves a god? Everybody in the 5% is a god.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, like, basically, this is how it works, right? Like, the black, brown, yellow, half original, and red, they could claim that title as long as they have knowledge of self and that they're righteous and living it out and they're doing their lessons.
Say that again? Who?
The black, brown, yellow, half original, and red.
What's that? Like
the red, yeah, exactly. Those are like, those are like, there's 6 human families of the planet Earth, right? You notice I didn't say the white, but they're also part of that 6 human families. I mentioned 5 of them, right?
Okay.
But the white man is the only one who's not considered to be original, right?
So everybody is original except for the white man.
Right.
Why and how?
Oh, well, because it was a grafting process, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's like the furthest away from the black, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you're full white, then you're no longer considered to be part of the original.
So kind of like you're saying, okay, it starts with a black man, then it goes Indian,
yeah, the black was
then
the
it
first.
goes Chinese, then
No, well, I would say more so like when I'm saying black, I'm talking about skin color now, right?
For sure.
I'm talking about a dark-skinned black man, like that you will find like in certain parts of Africa and things like that, right? And then like, but there's also like, let's just say like African people, right? That are brown skinned, right? They're a little bit lighter, but even though both their parents was African, right? But they're not exactly black skinned, right? When I say I consider myself black, right? I mean like my skin ain't black, right? But it's like I'm original, right? So for lack of a better word, because that's what people understand, right? People understand the word black and white, right? When they talk about black people, they're talking about African people, right? You could be black, brown, even light skin, right? And be considered to be black. But the way we describe it, right? Now we're dealing with the actual skin tone. So it's like there's the black, the brown, which the brown could be like a brown-skinned African man, or he could be an Indian man. You know what I mean? As long as his skin is brown, right? Now the yellow, that could be basically like it could be like a light-skinned African man, or it could be a light-skinned Indian man. It could be a Latino, right? It could be an Asian person, like of China or Philippines or things like that, right? And the half original is like if you're mixed, if one parent is white, one parent is black, right? Then you could be considered to be half original. And from my understanding, the red is like Malcolm X. If like one parent is half, If one parent is half original, pardon self, and the other parent is full, you know what I'm saying? Then you'd be considered to be a red seed. That's why they call the Malcolm X Detroit Red.
So what would you call yourself? Because you said
I'm half
you're
original.
quarter.
I'm half original. It's still half original.
So you're red.
Nah, because red would be darker than me. Red would be like that. Like my pops is full black and my mother is half black. You understand? That's red.
Mm. So who's black in your family?
My father.
Your father is half black or full black?
No, my father's half black still.
Half black. So your father was red, because that's half.
Nah, he was technically my father's half original too, but I'm still half original. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how are you half original?
I'm a quarter original, right? But like for lack of a because there's no like quarter original in our 6 human families of the planet Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for like lack of a better so for lack of a more like distinct term, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just call me half original to simplify things, you know what I'm saying? Because in the States, right, they go by a friggin' 1/8 law of being black, or some even say 1/16.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could be 1/8. That means a great grandparent was black, right? Full black. One great grandparent, and they will still consider you, right?
Well,
I'm 1/4.
Society on the whole, usually, once you have certain black in you, they kind of just label you black still. So society on the whole.
Right. It's like, they like, listen, I'm what you call it. Like, I'm like one of those type of dudes, like, you can't even, like, people always ask me, oh, what are you?
Yeah.
Right? What are you? What are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had Arabic people walk up to me, start speaking to me in Arabic.
Yeah.
I've had Latino people come up to me and speak to me in Spanish, right? All type of shit. I've had people ask me if I'm Italian.
Did you struggle?
Greek.
Did you struggle with your identity as a child growing up?
100%.
What was that experience like?
I would say it was just a little bit confusing, but at the end of the day, right? Like, I always gravitated more to black culture. So I think that helped me a lot in a big way, because to me, black culture is supreme in the sense that, like, it's the most like magnetic culture of all the cultures. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you see all the different human families, right? Like, they want to be like, not only the black man, but they want to be like the American black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see little youths with, you know what I mean, with the way they dress, you know, baseball hats, poo shiesty. I'm not saying that's what it is to be black, but let's just be honest. Those styles came out the black community, right? You with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, it's the most magnetic. So it's like, yeah, when I was young, right? Like, I always knew I wasn't full white, right? But at one point, I was considering myself to be like a Latino, right?
Why?
Because like my parents didn't properly inform me that my father was a black man. In the sense like, yeah, he was half original, but like if you look at him, right? Like, yo, you'll tell he's a black man, right? But they didn't want to straight up tell me for one reason or another. I don't know why.
So you weren't raised with your father, basically?
My father was in and out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But in a sense, like, he divorced no, they didn't get divorced, but they was like split up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he moved out. So I would see him like maybe every other weekend.
Okay.
Type shit.
Okay.
Right? And then he became a tour guide. You know, once he became a tour guide, oh man, like, I didn't get to see him too often. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I didn't get to see him like as much as I would have probably liked to.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then I got into the streets, you know what I mean? And that like kind of like, you know, I wasn't really wanting to hang out with my parents all that much because I wasn't, you know, getting into foolishness. And
so when sorry to cut you off. So now as a grown man, you consider yourself black, like when you put that out there, how's that reciprocated by the black culture? Do you feel like,
I'll be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
Black people accept me right away, especially Caribbean people. However, Africans, on the other hand,
yeah, they don't even play with black people themselves. Like, some Africans, if you're not from Africa, they don't even consider you like The true black.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
I've had
saying?
arguments with African people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I used to work in the forest with all African people, and
Yeah.
you know they would call me white and all kinds of shit, and you know I would argue with them, but at the end of the day, just to be professional, I just stopped paying them mind because I
Yeah.
said to myself, you know what? They're stuck in that way of thinking, so that's their business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
One
but as
thing-
far as like the Montreal Caribbean community, like even like a lot of people from Toronto, like yeah, they accept me, they embrace me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, people from, let's just say like people from New York, for example, right?
Mhm.
They got Puerto Ricans over there. Now Puerto Ricans, they're black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like they come in all type of different shades though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like over there in New York, they're more advanced in that way of
I
thinking.
think every ethnicity comes in all different types of shade, to be honest.
That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true.
And even
You know
back to what you were saying before, I believe there's only one race. That's the human race. There's different tribes, because before humans are the ones who brought in trying to separate different race and cause division.
Right.
But in day one, there's just one race, regardless, one race, human race, but different tribes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, there's different like phenotypes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's different phenotypes, you know what I mean? So it's like,
because I feel like even with that whole black and white thing, like I feel like that with the 5%ers and even their views and aspect and their lane, the way they bring that, it kind of brings down white people and trying to put up black people. And I feel like that's a division in itself, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once you're a human, everybody should be equal as a human. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, listen, how about this, right? Like, we got white brothers in our cipher right now, you know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, ICY.
How does that work?
I mean, shit, he just learns the lessons, you know what I mean? And he adds on what he wants to add on, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't call him God, right? We don't say peace God to him, but I'll be honest with you, I've heard a lot of the gods, like, I want to say slip up, but you know, when they get comfortable with him, they might fuck around and say, yo, God, to the white boy even, right? So it's like, listen, at the end of the day, if you want it, you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Allah taught a white boy, you know what I mean? A white man.
Yeah.
His name was Azriel.
Yeah.
And he accepted the teachings, you know what I mean?
Azriel close to Israel is interesting, okay?
Yeah. I think Azriel, like, was like some type of, like, demon or something, like, watching over... He's the one who watched over hell or something like that. Yeah, something like...
Why would he call himself that? Because you guys consider the white
Allah
people demons?
Allah called him that, you know what I'm saying?
Because I know some people consider white people demons.
Now listen to me, right?
Yeah.
Now the Nation of Islam, in their teachings that we study...
With Elijah Muhammad and those guys.
Elijah Muhammad and W.D. Fard.
Yeah.
Right? In their teachings, you'll hear things of the white man being the devil. Okay? Now, not all the gods subscribe to that.
Okay.
Some might.
Yeah.
Some might not.
Yeah.
Me personally, how I see it, right? Man is mind. Right? First and foremost, right?
Okay.
Man is mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Before you're a body, you're a mind, right?
Which is a soul.
If you want to like choose to call it that, but me personally,
your soul is your awareness.
Me
soul
personally,
is your mind is your awareness. So it's the same thing. Your mind, your soul.
I feel more comfortable calling it a mind, but if you want to call it a soul, I'm not going to argue with you about it. Okay?
All right.
Now, there's an original or a black mind, an original mind, or original man, right? Original mind is the one that with the supreme mathematics, that's like basically has a good order, is one with nature, you know what I'm saying, with the natural laws of the universe, right? That's the original way. That's the right and exact way. Now, there's what we call a colored mind, because we call the white man the colored man, right? Because he got colored away from his original state, right? Now,
so what was his original state?
Black, right?
So you said at one point everybody was black.
Yes. You could listen. Science, National Geographic will tell your ass this shit. Go look it up on Google. Go multiple sources.
Not necessarily black, but they'd say dark, browner skin because the first
was black.
The first man come in Sumer, which is Mesopotamia, and they were like,
nah, that's not true. Like, that's the first civilization that they know.
You can research that. So just like I was saying, research that. I can research other things.
I've done the research, family. It all comes out of the fucking. It all comes out of Africa, fam.
I've done research too, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
The Sumer was the first civilization.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That they have pots and shit. That doesn't mean the first man.
But the first civilization is not too far from the first man. Obviously,
yeah, it wasn't too far.
Exactly.
It's not too far. It's the
same geographic.
It's not too far, right?
Same geographic.
But I'm saying this, right? That the original people came out of, I think it was like the Sudan or some shit, right? And like not far from the Nile and all that shit. That's where the first people came out. Now they ventured off and got all the way to like you said, Sumer and Mesopotamia and Egypt and all that. Everywhere. All over the world. You know what I'm saying? India, fucking Australia, South America, everywhere, fam. Right? But anyways, we're not gonna like go back and forth. We're like, let them do the research. I did my research. And you say you did your research, so one of us is right, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We breaking bread, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're getting to the bottom of it, right? So my point is this, right? Is that if you have a colored mind, right? That means you're not living life like how you're supposed to live your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're doing wickedness. You know what I mean? You're not only wickedness to others, but you're doing wickedness to yourself by putting bad things into your body. Right? And because you're doing wicked things to yourself, you're going to do wicked things to others. Because that's just how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, the original mind, right? That is what you strive for. That is what Allah God is. Right? Now, all this other shit, right? All these other like type of like ways of life that are not right and exact. You know what I'm saying? That's what's killing yourself and others, right? So yeah, man. So it's mostly about the mind, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, if you're like, respectfully, if you're eating pork, doing gay shit, whatever, like enslaving people, things of that nature, right?
I love my bacon still. I want to go, bacon cook.
Fam. Let's get into it then. You wanna get into it? Listen, you got all types of shit. Like, you're eating a shit eater.
The air you breathe is pollution and poison in your killing yourself. I don't care. The water you drink.
Self-respect, fam. Listen, chlorine, the water I drink,
the water you
drink out the sink? The water I bathe in, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But now I'm about to get a filter for that. But anyways.
Everything, fam. You can't escape this shit.
So, okay, here's my thing, right? Because you're breathing, so would you eat a man?
No.
Would you eat shit?
No.
Would you eat a dog?
No.
So why the fuck would you eat pork then?
Some people eat dogs in different cultures.
Okay, but
I wouldn't.
So what's the difference between eating a dog and eating pork? Because the pork is nastier than the dog. The pork eats its own shit.
Okay.
You eat an animal that eats its own shit, fam.
A lot of animals eat their own shit.
I don't eat animals.
Okay, well, I do.
All right.
So
well, fuck.
Fuck what?
Well, I mean, shit. Okay. What the fuck we saying here? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I eat pork. Period. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you what's the real deal, bro. You get parasites from that shit, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You get parasites,
everything is poison and mash up, fams. But anyways.
No. You could get source water from the source. You know what I'm saying? Now they're even doing new things where now what is it? Hydronize your water or some shit. There's a bottle that like, you put it in, it goes through a process in the fucking bottle. Now, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen fish. You eat fish? Fish eat their own shit.
I don't eat fish.
Seafood, like a lot of sea creatures eat their own shit.
Don't yam, no shrimps, no fucking lobster, none of that, no crab. Go look up Leviticus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a Bible pusher, but hey, go look up Leviticus.
So why are you pushing the Bible right now?
I'm not. I'm pushing a clean diet. I'm pushing with science, man.
No, you said go check. Why are you telling them to check out Leviticus?
Well, because they have truth in there.
So the Bible has truth in it. But you don't subscribe to it.
Not everything.
So you pick and choose.
I pick and choose. I'm a critical thinker. You know what I'm saying? Not everything in the Bible is right and exact, but it's based off universal truth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my brother. And yo, we study the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we study the Bible, Quran, Torah, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Just take knowledge from everything
anywhere,
and anywhere.
The study of the science of everything in life. You know what I mean? I'll read a book written by a white man. I'll read a book written by a black man. I'll read a book written by a fucking Chinese man. I don't give a flying fuck. I'll read a book written by a woman. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take the best part for myself, because the best part is what? The understanding.
Of course, women have just as much knowledge as a man could have.
Oh, for sure. You know look, even the woman that wrote The Matrix. The real person that wrote The Matrix is a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah, man. I didn't get to read that yet, but looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. All right, so one thing that switch it up a little bit. Something that I like that we have in common is that, you know, we both have a little bit of street background, you know. We used to trap, you know. We switch it up.
Oh, I didn't trap
together.
I didn't do none of that shit. Nah, fuck with you.
Talk to me a little bit about, you know, that transition. How is it like, you know what I mean, being a civilian and, you know, trying to do shit the right way now?
I mean, shit, bro. Like, you know, initially, you know, it was like pretty smooth for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, had the conversations I had to have with the people I had to, you know what I mean? And just got out the game, started working at 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was hard at first, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But I, you know, like, the more you get into it, the more you're like, okay, how can I upgrade this, upgrade that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a legal way, right? And then you get creative, right?
Yeah.
Like, now I'm starting to like step into new lanes with it. Like, I sell merch. I'm starting to make soap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My brand is called Love Right Essentials.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I'm trying to get into like the way you call it, like the health stuff. You know what I mean? So I make an all natural soap. You know what I mean? With no chemicals or anything of that nature, right?
Dope.
Like, I could tell you everything that's in it. You know, and you know, sooner I got all kinds of different ideas, but just like the
slow build, slow grind.
Yeah,
building something that's gonna last instead of like
something solid, right?
A quick fix.
And it's like I was telling you the other day, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you the other day, is like you want to have a legacy that your babies will be proud of.
Okay,
and that they could co-sign, right? It's like, yeah, daddy was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like, you know, the greatest, you know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Proud of.
It's not all that great.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Oh, daddy had all the bands and bitches. And he wore designer clothes every day. Like, no disrespect, but it's like, yo, there has to be something more than that. Saying like, yo, you could say daddy went through a struggle.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's like, yo, daddy became an intelligent, righteous man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he helped the world. He changed the world in a positive way.
Affect people's life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I could change the world is by teaching knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, a lot of people, like, they think I'm an extremist, right? They think I'm, like, holy or something. Like, I think I'm better than people. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm just elevating constantly.
But as a god, you don't think you're better than people who don't claim to be gods like you guys?
No. I just have a better understanding than them. Okay. That's all.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, right, the only difference between me and them is I accept the truth. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the end of the day, right, like, they might have, like...
I could never call myself God, because according to the Bible that you pick and choose and take some things from, that's blasphemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not in a religion,
equating
though.
yourself with the most
I'm not in a religion, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because with what I've been shown and proven to be true, right, is like, listen, I'm the one that woke up every day, and I'm the one who did everything for myself.
You wake yourself up?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
You just wake up, bro. Did you?
I wake up myself.
Did you choose yourself to be born, and what timeline in the world's timeline to exist and who to be your mom and what race to come in. And
see, that's the thing, right? That's your
personal
personal idea of what God is.
I'm asking you if you chose all of that.
No, I didn't, right? But that's your personal idea. Like, you have God on like a higher pedestal than what God really is.
Big facts, yes.
You got God on a higher pedestal than what God really is.
The Most High. You know what the definition of a God is?
It's a supreme being.
The supreme being.
Supreme being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who's more supreme in your life? In your reality, who's more supreme than you?
God.
But where's God? Where is he at?
Wherever he is.
Well, where is he at, though?
He's everywhere.
Oh, he's everywhere?
He's everywhere.
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere?
He's everywhere.
Where is he at?
Everywhere.
I'm true and living. You can see and hear me. God is seen and heard everywhere. I'm the true and living, you know what I'm saying? I ain't false and dead. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Original Self for that one. But it's like, yo, listen. You could choose to like worship spirits that are unseen. And I don't worship myself, but I will just consider myself to be the supreme being in my reality because I'm the one who does everything for myself in real time, in reality.
Okay, Oxford Dictionary saying God, the definition of God is the creator and ruler of the universe and source of moral authority and, as you said, supreme being. Right? So let me get into it. Keyword.
Let me get into it.
The supreme being. So there's one being that's supreme over all
so let me get
other
into
beings.
it. Let me get into it, right? Now, listen. I'm living my life right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not living your life. I'm living my life, right?
Yeah.
So that means that, like, it's like a movie, right?
Yeah.
So in this movie is through my eyes, right? So this is my reality of my life and my existence, right? So within those realms, which is the truth, for me, is the truth because I'm living it, is my reality. I'm the only one. Look, I'm moving my hands right now like this. He didn't think of that. I've thought of that. To move my hands like this right now, to blink, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? To talk, all that shit. I drove over here. I did that shit. I chose to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? No one fucking, you know what I mean? I go to fucking work every day. I do the shopping. I fucking take care of my son. I impregnated my earth. I put that baby. I decided. I made life. You know what I'm saying? I hurt people. I sold drugs.
So I
do it all.
I hope you get to decide when you die too, since you have all this power to do
we'll cross that road when we get to it.
Decide when you live and you die too.
We'll cross. I decide. Fucking right I do. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of the mind. You don't know the power of mind over matter. You ever heard that shit? You ever heard mind over matter?
You guys should live forever, bro.
Shit, if we choose to, who the fuck would want to live forever? Who would want to be old and shit in a bag and shit in a diaper and shit?
Don't grow old then. Stay young and live forever.
If I choose to.
You ain't got power over that, my nigga.
If I choose to.
You can't choose that.
Well, listen, my brother.
You can't choose that.
To each their own. You can live how you want to live. I'm going to live how I want to live.
I can see it.
Listen, my brother, you live how you want to live.
You're older than you were 10 years ago. You ain't choose that, nigga. It just happened. It's life.
Well, listen, my brother. My brother, there's people that live mad old, yo. You know what I'm saying? All off the will of their mind, you know what I mean? And don't got nothing to do with God.
No, it's God, bro. It's God. It's God.
But that's mystery. That's mysterious, man.
Of course, the greatest. Life is a mystery.
Nah, it ain't. Life is science. Life is science.
It's a mystery because
everything can be explained.
We keep learning and we keep...
Yeah. You
every time you think you know, you realize when you get older...
It's a mystery until you... But once you learn it, is it still a mystery once you learn?
But you might think you know, but you don't fully know. You'll never fully know. You're always learning.
Listen...
The older you get, the more you learn, the more experience you are. That's why it's called wisdom.
You're constantly elevating.
You know what I'm saying?
Knowledge is infinite.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
Exactly.
But it ain't no mystery because a mystery can't be solved. You know what I'm saying? Or once you learn the truth, then there's no more mystery. But, it's like people want a mystery because they're scared.
But there's no end to truth. It's consistent. So it's forever. There's forever mysteries in life because we're always forever learning until you die.
But once you learn it, is it still a mystery? Once you learn, is it still a mystery?
Of lessons.
Once you learn, is it still a mystery?
But you never fully learn is what I'm trying to say.
You never fully learn.
Exactly.
So you can never learn anything fully.
You never fully learn. There's always more to learn to everything.
But can you learn one subject to the fullest?
Never.
Okay.
You're always learning more about that subject. Someone who's in a career for someone for 30 years They might know way better than you can, but they might still learn, oh, you know what? I should have been doing this better or that better. You never fully know everything, bro. Somebody comes with different perspectives. That's why we all have great minds.
That still ain't a mystery, though.
When we put our minds together, we could go even further than a mind that's by itself. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here like I'm a know-it-all or anything like that.
Exactly.
But at the same time, though, I ain't with all that mystery shit.
Hey, man.
Well, like, listen, I'm in reality. I'm full on in reality, my man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
I'm full on in reality.
So let's go back to the transition, because it's important for people, you know, who's transitioning, who want to transition, who will transition, right? So what was that first transition like? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, like, you know, it was like, you know, it was a little difficult at first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, the funds wasn't coming in like how they was, you know what I'm saying?
That's the hard part right there.
And it's like, and working a 9 to 5, sometimes it's soul crushing too.
Paycheck to paycheck, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? I was doing graveyard shift. It was soul crushing a little bit, right? At Mega Blocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking on conveyor belts and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not easy doing that shit, right?
Especially when you're just used to having stacks and, you know?
But listen, you gotta like have a big vision, like a big picture. You gotta see further than that. It's like, oh yeah, right now I'm fucked up in the game. But, you know, I mean, I have a vision, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man, it's like, and it's also too, it's like, as an artist, right? I feel like once I stopped chopping, like I was like light. You know what I mean? Like a boulder was lifted from my shoulders type shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, yo, now I could really like show my personality and I could really like be out there like how I want to be out there. Like, cause you know, like when you're like in that life, right? You know, you gotta stay on the low to a certain extent, right? You know what I mean? Like you don't want everybody knowing everything, right? But it's like now it's like since I stopped, I was able to like be myself and show myself more, which was a benefit. It wasn't a benefit to me, you know what I'm saying?
And be less paranoid, less stress.
Less paranoid, less stress, you know what I mean? Trust me, yeah, that all helped, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm trying to leave the legacy for my son.
Yeah.
So he could be like, oh, okay, yeah, my dad was a righteous man, right? He was strict, he was militant, right? However, he wasn't like a punk or a square or a fucking, maybe a square. I was a square in the sense that like, yeah, I have my one woman, right? But I'm not like a jive turkey.
And a follower.
You know what I'm saying? Well, even a follower, like, you know, like, listen, I play Nipsey Hussle for my son, right? He likes the song Rap Niggas. Okay? Which, if you ever saw the music video, I don't know if you ever saw that music video, but that's like, he's with his gang and like, they're like wilding out with blue flags and all type of crazy shit. And it's like, he sees that, he thinks that's cool. Like, yeah, like not even 2 years old. You know what I mean? He's like, oh shit, like something like connected him with it, like in his mind, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, he can see that at least his pops, right, was in the hip hop world. At least his pops like had some style. At least his pops connected with the people, connected with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Even if he stopped like being an actual criminal, right? He was still tapped in. He's still with the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like he's not a loser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people think, oh, what? Just because you stop chopping, that means you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Like no, it's not what it means, bro. It just means that now you're more creative with how you make money. You know? No, not for everybody.
Yeah.
But like for the ones that pop, right? You got to be creative, man. Like, yo, listen, use that third eye. You know what I'm saying? Use your third eye. Draw, like, see images in your mind. Like, listen, me, what I started doing is like I have a journal. I write in my journal every day. Like, I document my life. If I have like visions of success, sometimes I write it out in another book that I have, another like type of journal, but it's a little different.
Do you read over it sometimes too?
I read over it, yeah, if I choose to, you know what I mean? And it's like stay creative. Like if you have images in your mind, release them, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Like bring it to reality. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, let's touch on the hip hop scene a little bit in Montreal,
Yes, sir.
right? So
I notice there's a lot of stuff going on your channel.
like what?
I just seen a clip today of one of the brothers who was getting at another one of the brothers, right?
Say the names. Who we talking about? See what?
Was it what's that brother's name? Is it Swavey?
Swayze.
Because I got him as honorable
Swayze. Okay.
Swayze, right?
Yeah.
Was getting at CY a little bit, and you know what?
Yeah.
I respect.
Everybody has a right to their opinion.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the thing.
I respect. It's
feel
cool.
like I don't like when everybody's like walking on eggshells, scared to say this, scared to say that.
No, it's peace.
Like, it's no beef, it's love.
It's peace.
You should
and I
be
even
able to
saw
voice
CY
your
respond
opinion.
too. I saw CY respond too, right?
And that's what he said. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
And it's like this,
and I
right?
respect that.
But this how I see it now, right?
Yeah.
Fuck a top 5. Cause this is art, motherfucker.
Okay.
Art is subjective.
Okay, I like that.
Every single person's gonna have their own top 5.
I like that.
You see what I'm saying?
I
like
that.
come on now, like yo.
That. I like that. I like
Like,
that. I like that.
Listen, my what do you call it? My criteria,
It's different.
my checks,
Facts.
my criteria ain't gonna be the same as your criteria.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like me personally,
But
it's like
it's a different conversation when you're saying something like who's going the hardest, because that's based on the work they're putting in.
yeah.
You know what
I mean, if you're gonna like make like a different, like, okay, if you have a top 5 for most consistent,
exactly
top
things
5
like
for
that.
most lyrical,
Yeah.
top 5 for like hottest. You know what I'm saying? That's a different story now. Now you're breaking it down, right? But was it that though? Was it that though?
I don't know.
Cause I didn't actually watch the interview. I'll be honest. I'm just like, and I'm gonna do the knowledge eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, young clips thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But
so how do you feel for yourself as an artist? Do you feel like? I feel like you're underrated still.
yeah, well, you know what it is,
saying?
bro. Is like,
How do you feel about that?
like this is what it is, my bro. Is that like me being me is offensive to others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like me, like knowing who I am
Yeah.
is off the rip offensive to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
What do you mean? What's offensive? What do you mean? What's offensive about you to others?
well, how about this? Me calling myself God. Right? Already, like, listen, like my whole thing is this, right? Like, since I like stopped doing like the trap stuff more so, now I'm like kind of in on the whole like conscious community, right?
Okay.
Now tell yourself, I even am in a divide in the conscious community because a lot of them believe in God,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
They believe in a God, right?
Okay.
So it's like some of them like can't even like fully rock with me, right? Because I'm 5%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right?
But you still
I give it. Listen, I give the real science. I give the real science, bro. I talk about the real shit, bro. Like what's health is wealth. Shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. There's some stuff that's
Stop the violent shit.
Exactly.
Right?
There's some stuff that's unarguable.
It's universal shit, right?
Yeah.
But however, though, right? Because of my way of life, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you got like, let's just say like a lot of dudes in the hip hop shit, right?
Yeah.
They're not on some health shit. You know what I'm saying? They might be behind closed doors, right?
Yeah.
But they're not promoting that, right? So now people look at me like, oh, he's the healthy nigga. He's the goody two shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, like, nah, we want to hear that, like, you know what I mean? Blunts and liquor and fucking,
The poison.
and guns.
Yeah, the poison.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like right off the rip, like that's like, yo, it got motherfuckers not wanting to rock with me fully, even though they know what I'm saying is right, and I make it look great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes, like when you're shining at a higher vibration, or like when you're on a higher frequency, people that are on the lower frequency, right? They'll have a hard time, like, giving you your just dues, right? Because they see everything that they're doing wrong within everything that you're doing right. And it's a reminder. And a lot of people don't want to change their life. They're comfortable in their ways, right? And I'm the reminder that, yeah, like, yo, you're the ways that you're comfortable in is death. You know what I'm saying? And I have a way of life. I don't have a way of death. You know what I'm saying? My culture is peace and freedom. You know what I mean? So because of that, right? Like, I don't maybe get as much like support or whatever. But also too is like, listen, financially,
Yeah,
I'm not in the greatest
rap
position.
is expensive still.
Yeah, I'm not even in the greatest position. Like if I was like dropping more consistently,
yeah, facts.
then it would be a different story too.
Facts,
right? So it's like I can't put the
facts,
blame on others.
Facts.
I could take the blame on myself too.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
So yeah.
Okay, that's dope. You have another project coming soon?
Another project coming soon. Just gotta, straighten out a few things, and once that shit's ready, it's gonna be ready, but it's gonna be worth the wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Remind me not to bring up some old stuff, but I'm just trying to understand your mindset, whatever.
Talk to me.
What was the thing last time with Craven about the beat thing? What was it?
Fam,
he didn't,
listen.
He didn't push you or something like that?
No comment. No comment.
What do you mean no comment? We talking.
Listen, nah, but like, listen,
bread.
I agreed to that party that I would not talk about him anymore. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I agreed with that party that I would no longer be talking about him in interviews and things like that. So it's like, out of respect to the, you know what I mean, the people in that party, you know what I mean, and my word being bond.
Yeah.
Yo, Craven's good man, great man. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He does good work in the city and outside the city. And that's what it is. And shout out to Jimmy D. And shout out to Peso. And hey, even shout out to Mike Shab. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Is there any other producers or any artists you trying to work with in the near future?
The greats. You know what I'm saying? DJ Premier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that nigga name? Fresco in Toronto.
Raz Fresco. Yeah, shout out to Raz Fresco, you know what I mean? I power a lot, you know what I'm saying? We're in the same Universal family, you know what I'm saying?
So you know him, right?
Oh yeah, I met him.
So is that someone that...
We're in the same Universal family because he's a 5%er too, right?
Yeah. Is that someone you trying to work with or what's up with that?
Hey, shit, I'll be open to work with him. You know what I'm saying? I'll be open to work with him.
Should reach out, get that there.
I mean, shit, everything organically, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But too, sometimes you got to make that push. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like I said, you know what I mean?
It's a part of the organic thing, you know what I mean? Make a move towards something, see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, you know?
Okay. So when's your new things dropping?
Like I said, I don't have a date right now. It's still like
next summer, next winter.
I mean, I would like to sooner the better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just have a few things I have to like the cover art is still not done. You know what I'm saying?
Just taking it easy, going with the flow.
Right. It's like this one is like, it's not going necessarily as fast as I would like it to go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right? I gotta tell myself that like everything is, going as it should be going, right?
No facts.
Because like there's more important things in music.
No facts.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So
but once it drops, you're gonna love it. You know what I mean? So the streets are gonna love it.
You said forget a top 5 and everybody, but
right.
Who's one of the most consistent artists you say right now on the West Side?
King K.
Shout out King K.
You know
6'4" CVLV. You already know now, but it's crazy, man. Everybody's putting him up there still. So
I mean, shit.
Shout out to little bro.
The work, right? That work ethic, the quality of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, he's a very, very, very talented individual.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Very talented and very humble too.
Facts.
You know what I mean? One of the people that, one of the most genuine, sincere people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I actually met you through him. Like, few years.
Right.
Yeah, a few years ago. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
facts.
Very, 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 very great man. You know what I'm saying? And
for sure.
I have no hesitation of, I'm bigging them up. And yeah, CY is consistent. I'm trying to think who else now. And I'm trying to think as far as drop in. Fuck, man. I don't know. Right now I'm at a blank other than them two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I definitely will not put myself on that list. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't drop a video for a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man.
Say less, Brody. Say less. You know what I mean? Okay, good chopping it up. I think we covered most angles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You did a good hour. Anything else you want to share? Any shout outs? Anything you want to say?
I want to say that I want more people to fast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want more people to like just not eat anything for like a day or 2 or 3 and then see how you feel. And I want people to like try like 1 day a week where you don't cook your food.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Just eat a raw, like eat a salad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just like have some fruits and some nuts, pause. You know what I'm saying? And just like see how you feel. You know what I mean? See like, yo, see how you feel and just like, tell me if I wasn't onto something. You know what I mean? Like, and do more research on exotoxicity, you know what I'm saying? Which is what's found in MSGs. You know what I mean? And like all like the food that's packaged up, pre-packaged, you know what I'm saying? How it really affects your mental health.
Yeah.
Not only does it give you cancer and like clog up your arteries and all type of other bullshit, but look at how it affects your mind. Look at the connection between mental health, right, and food. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like mentally ill because they haven't been eating the right food. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what else, guy? Fuck. Yeah, man. Like people should deep breathe more often. You know what I mean? Like instead of like like a lot of people like they smoke because they're stressed.
Do you smoke?
I do smoke, but like I like to like what I did was I like almost didn't smoke for like 3 weeks, like two weeks and some change.
Mm.
And then I smoked the other day, and I've been like smoking the last few days, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm like I didn't smoke all day today, right? So I'm ready to start that again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's like it's good to take breaks, like because like I like the weed because it opens up your mind sometimes. It makes you think things like differently. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it makes things more real. Like when you didn't smoke for a long time, not when you smoke every day though.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I think people should like deep breathe, you know what I mean? Like breathe in through the nose, you know what I mean? Until your belly gets, you know what I mean? Filled with air. And you exhale through the mouth, right? And it's like, yo, man, just take care of yourself, you know? Pick up a book instead of always watching YouTube and TV and shit. You know what I mean? Except for Young Cliff's podcast.
Yeah, I do know.
But yeah, man, like
Yeah,
fucking pick up a motherfucking book. You know what I'm saying? Like learn some shit. Learn some new shit. Some good shit. Like instead of figuring out like, what rappers are beefing in Toronto, right? Fucking learn about like, I don't know. Learn about the human body.
Mm.
Learn about something about nature.
Mm.
Learn about history.
Mm.
Something.
How many books you read this year?
Well, right now I'm currently on my 10th book.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Big. That's
I'm
big.
currently
That's big.
on my 10th book.
That's big.
Yeah, man. And I read all kind of different books too, like, you know?
For sure.
It's like,
for sure.
I don't like to stay too much on one topic because I study the science of everything in life.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, right, it's like, yo, just, always constantly elevate.
Yeah.
Elevate yourself, like, however you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all got pain. We all got trauma. But the mind is stronger than anything.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you could overcome anything.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
So yeah, man, that's what I want the people to leave here with.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Peace to man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? My brother. Peace to my brother, you know what I'm saying?
You already know, brother.
Young Clips, Don 1. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's how we're doing it.
Just
Straight like that.